fuck it. I'm just gonna record for about an hour or something like that, and we'll see what happens. My name is Dia. How you doing? Hello. Hi. Howdy. And this is kind of like my first ever live com that I've done for COD. This is what I wanted to do when I originally started playing Call of Duty. I started wanting to do like YouTube per se. We'll take that. And I guess I started picking a better time to start than ever, because I usually stream a shit ton, but with the way life is going at the moment, I'm doing the world's most casual, laid back Orion camo grind you've probably ever seen. Usually people will like go and get Orion in like a couple weeks to a month, and here I am like months down the road because I took a humongous break from the game, and I'm just kind of like, you know, still trying to get it. Okay, have any of you guys been to the movies lately? That's kind of what... Here, this is what's been bothering me. Like, a lot of people don't like to go to the movies. And I get that, you know, the movies aren't for everybody. But I love to go to the movies, right? And so recently, I went out with some of my friends, and I went to see the Transformers movie. I went to see Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And let me tell you, that movie was a letdown. Like, I'm talking... I know if you're watching Transformers for a story, first of all, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, like, I've never heard anyone be like, oh my god, did you feel the impactfulness of Sam Witwicky was telling these people to do this in the story or whatever, you know? No, you never hear people talk about that. What you hear are people being like, oh my god, did you see that giant robot just beat the shit out of that other robot? It's insane. I'm sorry, if you're watching Transformers for a story, you need to watch a different movie. You've got to watch a different movie, please. I'm begging you. Because Transformers movies do not have the best stories. You're watching it to watch giant robots beat the crap out of each other, which is perfectly fine, because that's the same reason I watch them. Even for an action movie, the movie's just not very good. And I just kind of sat there and I was kind of let down a little bit. Even the action scenes. Like, I'm going to talk about spoilers in this movie, and so if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see it, I would highly suggest that you click off or don't listen or whatever. I'll give like a thumbs up when I'm done talking about the spoilers of the movie. When Airazor fights and she becomes possessed by Scourge and she fights everybody, or she fights everybody. She's pretty much only fighting Optimus Primal. It is one of the weakest... Okay, I'll take that. It is one of the weakest fight scenes I think I've ever seen in Transformers. It is a fucking like 10-second fight. I don't even think it's even like that long. And she's attacks for a little bit, then she flies away, and then she basically gets like, I don't know how much longer I can hold him back, and delivers their part of the key to Scourge, and then gets choked out by Optimus Primal. That's the end of the scene. It's like a total of 1 minute, 2 minute scene, and it's the only time other than when they're getting chased before she gets possessed, it's like the only time in the whole movie she's actually doing something. So to see her instantly get kind of booted out of the movie it kind of sucks. And also, I will say Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime, I should say, is not a good... He's not that good in this movie, in my opinion. Because you also have to think about, we're so used to seeing him be this badass fighting robot. He fights and he takes on multiple Transformers at the same time. He has these inspiring speeches. There are memes out there of people being like, between who gives a better speech, Optimus Prime or Captain America, and tons of people will sit there and be like, Optimus Prime had me ready in my seat to fight the Decepticons. He doesn't do that in this movie. What he does is he sits there, he bitches and complains on how sad he is that Cybertron isn't around, and he feels bad that he got everyone trapped on Earth because it was supposed to be a pit stop. He loses inspiration for himself, and then Optimus Primal comes along and he's like, you inspire me every day. And you are like, I'm named after you, and you're my hero. It's an honor to meet you. He doesn't do anything Optimus Prime-esque until the very end of the movie. The very end of the movie, where he fights Scourge and kills him. Once I get fast stance, I'll work on the launcher, but until then, nah. I have my moments when I have mouse space, I have my moments. I want to go back to a controller, but I know that shit's gonna be hard as fuck. Yeah, like, it just doesn't make any sense why he doesn't have these big moments Okay, he's sad Cybertron isn't here, and they need to keep the key safe from the Terracons. Cool. Badass name, by the way. Terracons is a good-ass name. In what other movies has he not done that? Like, he's always trying to defend the Allspark or whatever it may be from the Decepticons and the Terracons or whatever they may be in that movie. He's always doing that. So what is so different about this time? Like, is he more sad because he's... It's set in 1997, so story-wise, it's set up before the other ones. So if you watch them in order, maybe it makes sense. But that's the thing, though. This movie's coming out so much later, and we're so used to seeing an Optimus Prime that is like this badass fighting robot that wants to... At first, in the first movie, he hates Earth. He definitely isn't a fan of the human race. Meanwhile, in this movie, we've got an absolute mega pussy of an Optimus. Is this the new Optimus that we're going to get to know? Are we going to beat an Optimus Prime that is scared? Are we going to get an Optimus Prime that is nervous? I hope not, because that's not who Optimus is. That's not the Optimus Prime we've all come to know and love. We know and love the Optimus Prime. We come to know the Optimus Prime that is, like, he takes no shit from anyone. He takes no shit from anyone. He is a definitive leader, and he gives these fantastic speeches. But also, no longer to touch on Optimus. Bumblebee, they've got to stop making it so obvious and linear when Transformers and Autobots and such are going to die. They've got to stop doing it. Because if I predict the death of one more Transformer, I'm going to lose my mind. Because it's just too obvious. It's just too obvious to sit there and go, Bumblebee's gonna die. Please make it a little less obvious. Please make it to where when I enjoy the movie and Bumblebee dies, I go, oh. Or when someone dies, I go, no fucking way, he just lost that. Make character deaths more meaningful than, oh, he's dead again. That's what I think when I see Bumblebee. And he dies. Oh, great, he's dead again. Shocker. I forget the Transformer's name. It's the one who's eating the planets. I've forgotten his name. He has like 10 lines in the whole movie. I think he should have gotten more screen time. I think having a Transformer that is basically the... yeah, Scourge got so much screen time, and I'm 110% happy. And I want him to get as much screen time as I can, because I thought Scourge was the best character in the movie. He definitely... Whoever voiced his character, and I don't remember who, I think it might have been Peter Dinklage. I could be terribly, terribly wrong. But if it is Peter Dinklage, then he did a fantastic job, and I want him to do more of that stuff in the future. But if he didn't, which is fine, I could be totally wrong. Whoever did that needs a pay raise or something. Scourge was terribly well written. Like, I really liked him, is what I meant to say. I really liked, I forget her name. I don't know if they ever actually introduced her. It's like Nightbird. It's the samurai jet transformer, where at the end of the movie, she dies to Bumblebee because she flies him up in the air and she gets absolutely obliterated. I like to keep little reviews on my phone for stuff like this, just because, oh my, shoot the trophies, team. Overall, Scourge, the best written character in that movie by a landslide. Or best character, I should say, in general. Optimus was really weak. Bumblebee was okay. The introduction of the Primals was really cool. I wish they had more influence throughout the movie. Like, once you meet them, they're a staple in the movie. There's almost not a scene without them in it. Or involving them. But prior to you then going to look for the second half of the key, they're not super present. The story is non-existent, and the action, it really just isn't... It's not there. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they make better Transformers movies in the future, or movies that are just based around action. They do more action stuff. One thing I wish I could just do with the launchers in this game is just shoot it. I shouldn't have to ADS. I shouldn't have to do anything. If I can lift this launcher to my shoulder, I should be able to just go bang and just shoot it, and I should have a radius thing that I can, like this. Like, I guess forcing the ADS is what is stopping these things from being broken or something? But it's like, dude, just shoot the bitch! Please! It's like when you get flashbang. What the fuck? It's like when you get flashbanged and you have to put your hand on your face. You already can't see. What are you blocking? Who cares? Shoot the fucking gun, man. Oh! You're telling me I didn't get either of those other 2 kills with that rocket as well? I wonder if I can kill these guys. No, get up, get up, get up. Get the fuck up! Oh my god. This is one of the only CODs I've played that I haven't dropped a nuke on yet. So why don't I get the lunge? Oh, why don't I get the lunge, man?
A few moments later.
Come here, come here, come here, come here! No! You fuck! Yeah, I think I went 15 and 48. I would have left that game. Jeez. I have a screenshot, which I'll put on the screen now. I dropped a 43 and 3 game on that Showdown 24/7 playlist. And I'm not gonna lie, some of those players, I would have left the game. I would have left. I would not be there, but some of them stayed, and I'm just like, props to those guys, I guess. Props to them, just sticking it out. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. This was my first live com, so I'm sorry if it was a bit patchy and a bit slow and such in other spots. I'm still learning how to do this. If you guys want more boss fights, more live comms, just anything, make sure you put it in the comments below. Also, don't forget to join the Discord server and follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. The links to all of those will be in the description. And yeah, let's give me a idea. Signing up. Great day and see you later.